I am making cutlet today. I'm gonna peel this onions. Most times I have my onion peeled, but I decided I will peel it today for you. A lot of times I see people wasting a lot of onion. The only part that you need to put in compost is this skin. Don't take too much off of it. You can use most of the onion except that skin that is hard. Now what I'm doing is shredding one potato and part of this onion for the cutlet. I'm going to shred half of the onion and the potato. I'll go as far as it won't hurt my hand because this old-fashioned shredder can hurt you bad if you go too far. Now the other half I'll show you. I need something else that I'm making for the cutlet. Cutlet is Assyrian meat patties. In Assyrian we call them cutlet. They're ground beef, onion and potato seasonings. But I will also put some fresh herbs. I have fresh herbs from the garden. I have some chives, some parsley, some cilantro. I'll be putting those also in my cutlet. If your potato became too juicy and your meat has too much liquid, you can always put some of the breading. I have a breading that I make here. Okay, so I don't waste anything. This part of potato I can fry it with the rest. So there's our onion and potato mix. And then I will chop. I have also a piece of basil. I just harvested my basil. I'm so happy. It's the basil is Persian lime basil, and we eat it usually with kebab in Iran. They're very tasty. I love the Persian lime basil. All these fresh ingredients will go in that, and I'll have my meat out in a second. I bought the meat from the farmer's market. I like it because I can see the person that is in charge of the farm. I like that. Now, let's see, there's a handful. I will put the meat in there and then figure out if I need more. For this dish I will only put salt for now because what we have, this is a quinoa, ground quinoa coarsely, and then I mixed it with some Italian seasoning. So I made a gluten-free Italian breadcrumb. The quinoa will be noticeable on the meat, you can see it. You can also do any kind of Italian breadcrumbs. You don't have to do this. I just do this because I like to do inventive things. It just makes me happy to do it. So I'll get the meat out of the refrigerator. Today I didn't take it out. I wanted you to see it. I'll handle meat always separately. Everything is handled separately. So when you also touch the meat, wash your hands. When I'm finished with the meat, I will wash my hands. Now the meat, it comes frozen, of course. It comes in a package like this. I should have cut it. I always have dull knives because I don't like knives that are too sharp. I watched a video of someone else that uses dull knives. I was so happy to see that. Dull knives are fine. I know most people will say they're not, but for me, that's fine. There we go. Now I put the spoon, but I'm going to go with my hand since I touched the meat. I'll use the spoon to make the patties. Okay, I'll put it where the meat was. There we go. Mix this very good. The meat is still a little bit frozen. I have pieces that are not fully thawed out, but it will by the time I'm ready to cook it. I started the pan. It's heating up because we need the pan really hot so the breadcrumbs won't stick to it. And then we can lower the temperature after we put it in there. Probably need more salt, but since my hands are in the meat, too late for that. The family has to have low salt food. Alright, I will make him a nice size so I don't have to make too many. This is about the size I'm making them. Then we'll put them there. Let's see. See how many we can make with 1 pound. There's 2. After I wash my hand, I can sprinkle some salt on top of them since I feel that they don't have enough salt. There's 3 right there. Four, 5, 6. That's pretty good. Could have done them smaller and make 7 the perfect number, but that's cool. 6 is a cool number too. There we go. This time I'm going to wash my hands. Even though everything is going to be cooked, I still like to wash my hands. But there we go. Now I'll add a tiny bit of salt here. Our skillet should be warm enough, if not hot. Yeah, there's putting very little oil because I almost used all my oil for this week. We use about 1 liter a week. It's a lot of oil, but we love oil. There we go. For this dish, I will be making a side dish that it's kind of a, you can call it a dip or a side dish. It will be onion, pepper, potatoes. That's why I have all those right there sitting and waiting for me. I think I can fit all of these here. That would be great. I get kind of serious when I cook, and some of my friends say, smile more because we know you smile a lot. I'm trying to smile, but I don't want to ruin the food. So I become serious when I'm cooking. Now, if we put the lid on now, it's going to create too much juice, so I'll wait till one side is nice and crispy and flip it to the other side, and then I can actually put the lid on the pot to get them cooked fully. For the other skillet, as I said, I have the rest of the onion. I'm going to just chop it very coarsely. I didn't heat it up, so it's going to take a while till they start sizzling. And I have 2 kinds of peppers, actually 3. I'm having fun today. These are Thai chilies. I'm going to throw them there without cutting because they're very hot. I'll put half of this beautiful bell pepper there. I love onions and peppers. I usually try to do 3-4 kinds of onions, 4 kinds of peppers, if I can. Of course, if the budget allows you. And you get good deals, just go for it. There's my 1 kind of pepper. And then I'll use, and you can always use half. You don't have to use all of it. You use half, 1/3, and then leave the other for another dish. This smells like, might be spicy. I'm going to try a piece, see. This part is not, yeah, it has some kick. This is the spiciest part. If you want to use it, cut it like that and put it in compost. There. Those will fry. And we'll put our potatoes. I love cooked potatoes like this. They take a long time, but they taste amazing. So you're kind of frying the potatoes with the rest of these. When the onions start frying, I will mix them so the potatoes go on the bottom and the onion and pepper will sit on top of the potatoes. And for this, I have a spice that is called Berbere spice. It's an Algerian spice. So this potato dish will have a Algerian spice. That's why I didn't spice the cutlet, because we have all those fresh herbs, and then we'll have this spice right there. Let's just salt them right now so they don't, when you salt them, they taste better. Now, everything is working well. We need some time for this dish to be completed and become delicious and edible. So I'll come back to you and let you know how it looks. There's our cutlet ready to go, and I have some basil next to it. We're going to eat it with some fresh herbs. And in the middle of my cooking, I decided that I want to make rice. I did the potatoes with the spices like I told you. It was the Berbere spice. And you can do any kind of spice you like, but I mix my own spices and make a spice on my own. So the rice was boiled separate while they were cooking, and when the water is all gone, there's no water left, you pour the rice on top of the potatoes. And this is a Persian rice. We call it rice with tadid. Now, it's very tricky to do it the way I'm doing it. I want to show the bottom for you, but you don't have to do it. If you're just serving it, just dig into the pot and do it. So this is a little bit hard. you kind of flip the rice to get all the bottom up. And there we go. There's our tadig. Tadig means the bottom of the pot. And I need to get these potatoes. Shouldn't have been stuck there because this is a non-stick pan supposedly. But and it's very new. I got it for my birthday. One of my friends gave it to me. So there's potato, there's our peppers, onions, and the spices. So we're gonna serve this with our cutlet with some fresh herbs, fresh basil, and I always have a red sauce, something with tomato sauce, tomatoes also made up. So I'm gonna make that after the video, but I will have it definitely in some other videos for you, especially also the rice. I'll repeat it so you can see how it's done. Thank you. Happy cooking. I enjoy your comments. Please give me more ideas. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.